Welcome back. My name's Sean. This is Sean for Help. Previously, I did a video regarding a meditation intro. I wanted you to see the introduction so that way you could see as to how serious this was. It's very important that you understand how we're building awareness here and what it is that it's doing for you. So in this one, what I want to do is I want to discuss about simple process of being able to just set aside some time throughout your day, because it really doesn't take a certain amount of routine, although it does help. That's an important thing for you to understand. You can meditate at any moment in time. You can actually meditate while you're eating. You can meditate while you're walking. Even while you're enjoying a conversation. The whole point is just to basically pay attention and watch, listen, feel. Some people may sit there and think, okay, so I have to focus on just paying attention. Yeah, it's actually that simple. It doesn't have to be glorified into crazy things that you have to, dress a certain way, sit a certain way. Although the posture does help, because being able to sit with a posture to where you can remain straight up and down with a straight back does help the spine align and allows you to be able to feel a little bit more in line with yourself, because we are actually making friends with ourselves. We're not actually just doing a meditation to where we're going to be focusing on something to get some crazy power, and I have to do these certain incantations and all this other crazy stuff. No, that is not it. Now, I would recommend, if you wanted to do some things before the meditation, saying a prayer might help. If you're Christian, praying to Christ right at that moment to make this meditation a very peaceful one, calm, because you're trying to listen to the small, still voice of God. That's an important thing. If you're other faiths, or if you really don't believe in God at all, just being able to sit there and find a moment of calm, making it so that everything around you is more a peaceful environment. Setting up your environment might be a good thing, but it's not absolutely necessary. I've learned how to meditate in a crowd of people, and they don't even notice what I'm doing, because I'm just being aware. I've made friends with myself that deeply. So let's look at this for the first start of this. As you're listening to me and watching me, just pay attention. Just take a moment just to watch. It could be 2-3 seconds. But the more that you do this in time, you'll start to see how that can actually affect you. If this doesn't work for you, which a lot of people it probably won't, what you can do is you can use certain things to focus on. I'll give you the simplest and easiest one that I can offer, because I teach this the most, just to get people introduced to the idea of being with themselves. I want you to take your hands. It's very simple. Or if you don't have, like for some people they have like only one hand or none at all, I want you to sit there and I want you to even cross your hands, cross your legs, something that actually causes you to be able to have something to cross. Or if not, lean back. Feel. Now for those who have hands, because I have family that has amputees, that's why I say this, I want you to just use this as an example and put it towards yourself. Use this as a mechanism for you to be able to get to that moment. But let's use the people who have hands, and then we can translate it easy, as you'll see, just by for whatever else you're doing here. For some people, maybe they don't want to do it this way. They don't have the opportunity. But for those who can put their hands together, I want you to feel them. Don't think about it. I know it's not going to sound crazy. Don't think about it. No, just watch. Just allow yourself that really open pause. And if you calm down enough to be able to just feel, what you're going to notice is that the longer you feel and just pay attention, your hands are going to start to feel heavy and light at the same time, kind of an expandedness and a numbness, just by paying attention. The big deal is you'll start to notice that you're getting calmer. It's kind of a byproduct of the fact that you're paying attention, because at that point in time, all this other stuff doesn't matter. For those who actually have other disabilities or want to do it a different way, whatever you're doing, just feel. Just pay attention to whatever it is that you're touching, or however you have your legs crossed, or if you don't have hands, etc. Whatever you're doing that makes it so that you can actually get into this moment, whatever it is, just feel. As you start to pay attention, you'll start to notice that you'll calm down. From this, you are starting to make friends with yourself. You are starting to slowly get power over yourself because you're building awareness. And you can do this 5 minutes on a bus ride. Yeah, buses are pretty lousy in their suspension, and they're boom, 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 especially going over bumps. In the town I live, the roads are horrible. But I can still, even through that, just be aware that was a bump. I don't have to identify it. I don't have to describe it. I can go, okay. And a lot of people may say at this point in time that I have thoughts coming up. Well, we're going to address that in the next video, but for right now, I just want you to say to those thoughts, gently set them aside in your mind. Thank you. Always do that. Never be ungrateful. Thank you. And then come back to feeling and just paying attention. It's very gentle. This is a very gentle process. I promise you it is. You don't have to be crazy about this and come at it like you're, trying to savagely attack something. You can just be okay with it. Because if you can't be okay with yourself, you can't be okay with anything. So start here. Start now. Take a moment just to take a breath. And the trick with this whole thing about breathing is in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, if you have congestion, you have a cold, well, do the best you can. Some people may want to breathe through their nose. I would say just give yourself that opportunity to start in through the nose and out through the mouth to slow you down. This is the beginning. Eventually, you'll get through the nose only if you can. But for right now, let's just work with the nose in and out through the mouth. And just feel. It's very simple. You'll notice that as the more you're actually doing that, this feeling will pass over the rest of your body as you're just paying attention, and you're just being friends with yourself. There's nothing else going on. You don't have to think about anything else. You don't have to do anything else. You're just sitting and just enjoying being you. And there's nothing to judge. Because what's there to judge at that point if you're just sitting and enjoying yourself? Nobody can say anything otherwise. They're not in your head. Let's start with this again. Just feel your hands. Just relax with it. Even watching me now, it's probably a very uncomfortable presence to notice that I actually can pay attention as long as I do. Imagine doing that to yourself. And if you have to, close your eyes. That may help. Some people can't stare off without being distracted. I forgot to mention that. And if you hear things, okay, that's what's going on. Let me go back to me. If you need to, pay attention to your breathing as well. How does it feel? Is it cold? Warm? Maybe it's a little acrid because the air's dry? But just watch it. And have a childlike wonderment about it. Always going, Don't judge it. Don't give it an identity or a label. Just go, Children are that way. And they have the greatest ability to learn and observe. Through their awareness, they get to be adults. Just like you. And if you have a young one that's actually watching along with this, have them do it with you. And a young one could be anything from ages 4 all the way up to 18. Because I'm not a young man either. But that aside, if you have any kind of teenager even, and they're having difficulty, have them sit down and watch this video with you. Watch it several times. If you have questions, please leave something in the comments. I will get back to you. And there are other videos to come. For right now, don't worry about your thoughts, though. They're going to come up. It happens. That's part of the process. But let's just slowly start making friends with yourself in a very basic way. Go back through this time and time again. You can do it whenever you want, with whomever you want. And I'll start talking about the other ways that you can do the same thing just by sitting there and being observant. Thanks a lot. For those who don't believe in God, again, I say love and light. For those who believe other, I say namaste. For those who may be Christian, or even of the Abrahamic faith, God bless you. Many blessings to you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you like this video, please hit like. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. I'd love to have you around. And if you want to know when my next video comes out, hit that notification bell. And again, I'll be here for you. It's not like I'm going anywhere fast. Talk to you soon.